Studies show women form a scent impression before they register a face. You have 3 seconds. This list exists for one reason only: not bottle design, not celebrity endorsements. Documented compliment rates, real women, real rooms, real skin. We're starting at number 10 and building toward the single fragrance that fragrance communities in 2026 keep calling unavoidable. Let's go. Number 10. Acqua Parma Fico di Amalfi, $195. Italy does a lot of things beautifully. This fragrance is proof that summer is one of them. Fico di Amalfi opens like a fig tree splitting open under Sicilian heat, juicy, alive, unambiguously warm. The Sicilian citrus hits first. Bright, immediate, mood-shifting within the first breath. Then the fig note arrives, and this is where the formula earns its money. It isn't powdery. It isn't synthetic. It's green and ripe simultaneously, the kind of thing that makes people stop walking and turn around. The cedarwood base keeps it from floating away. The white musk trail it leaves is the thing people are actually chasing when they lean in to ask what you're wearing. In summer heat, this performs better than it has any right to for a citrus-forward fragrance. The sillage is calibrated perfectly, present enough to be noticed, controlled enough to never announce itself first. Wear this to rooftop brunches, beach days, anywhere heat is a feature rather than a problem. Number 10, and it already makes this a difficult list to finish. Number 9, Dior Sauvage, $115. Here is the fact that ends every argument about this fragrance before it starts. Dior Sauvage has been the world's best-selling men's fragrance for multiple consecutive years. In an industry that survives on novelty, holding the top position year after year is not a marketing result. It is a formula result. The molecule responsible is ambroxan, synthesized in the 1950s as a lab alternative to ambergris. On warm skin, ambroxan doesn't sit on the surface. It bonds with your body chemistry and radiates outward. In summer, Sauvage doesn't project. It radiates. That distinction is precisely why it stops people. The honest criticism: on any given summer street, you will share this with a significant percentage of men. That is real, and it's worth acknowledging. The counter-argument: the compliment rate across community testing platforms remains the highest documented in the masculine category. Ubiquity at that scale is not despite the quality. It is because of it. One spray, neck, done. Number 8. Mason Francis Kurkdjian Aqua Universalis Forte, $245. There are fragrances that smell clean. Then there is this, which makes clean feel like an inadequate word. Aqua Universalis Forte is radiance in a bottle. The olfactory equivalent of white linen fresh off the line, sea salt in the air, sunlight catching the edge of everything at once. That description sounds like overreach until you smell it, and then it sounds exactly right. The Forte concentration, the EDP, is the version you want for summer. More presence than the original without once tipping into heaviness. The bergamot and lemon opening arrives like carbonated light. Then the lily of the valley and white florals settle everything into something rounder, more considered. What separates this from any other clean fragrance on the market? Transparency. It doesn't sit on top of skin. It melts into it, merging with your natural warmth until it smells like you, only elevated. The compliment you'll receive from this isn't, "You smell good." It is, "I don't know what that is, but I need to know." That is a specific and different kind of compliment. Number 8, the definition of quiet luxury. Number 7, Viktor and Rolf Spice Bomb, $95. The word women use most consistently when describing this fragrance is not fresh, not clean, not pleasant. The word is *masculine. In practical terms, that means Spice Bomb occupies the warm, spiced, smoky register that produces a fundamentally different neurological reaction than anything aquatic or citrus can access. Pink pepper and elemi open with a confrontational brightness. Cinnamon and saffron develop through the heart. Tobacco and leather arrive in the dry down with a gravitational weight that doesn't request attention so much as assume it. Here is the detail most buyers miss. The bottle is a literal grenade, not as a visual gimmick, but as a concept. Perfumer Olivier Paulge designed the composition to detonate in phases. The fragrance at the 30-minute mark tells a different story than it does at the 4-hour mark. Both stories are worth staying for. On skin in summer heat, after the tobacco leather base has settled and the spice has stopped competing with itself, you stop thinking about the bottle entirely. You start noticing that everyone near you has stopped thinking about whatever they were thinking about. Number 7. Number 6. Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gio Parfum, $130. In 1996, Giorgio Armani spent a summer on the island of Pantelleria. He came back and made a fragrance. That fragrance became one of the most purchased men's colognes in history, and it has never fully surrendered that position in 3 decades. The Parfum Concentration, the black bottle, released in 2023, is what happens when perfumer Alberto Morillas takes that original DNA and gives it incense, patchouli, and the depth the original was always gesturing toward but could never quite reach. It is the version the original was trying to become. The marine notes and bergamot open with the brightness the Acqua di Gio name has always promised. The rosemary and sage heart adds an aromatic complexity the original never accessed. The incense and patchouli base is where the upgrade earns its cost, dark, grounded, and persistent in a way that transforms a fresh aquatic into something with genuine presence. On warm summer skin, the incense note activates, and the projection tightens to something intimate rather than broadcast. The kind of sillage that reaches the person beside you and no further, which is precisely the right distance. Women across fragrance communities describe it the same way. Fresh enough to be approachable, deep enough to be remembered. Wait for next video. Subscribe Chanel.